Hello detectives! As soon as the match started, I was first kite because the hunter spawned right next to me, which is a little unfortunate, but it's okay because it's a peddler and I love kiting peddlers. Okay, here I left my bees at the doorway so I can transition to my favorite kiting area and get more distance, which worked of course. And over here, she did mess up her chip because she thought I was gonna loop around, which I didn't. Over here, she used her wall to get to me closer, which would make it difficult for me to stay at the pallet, and she finally got a chip hit on me after messing up the last one, but it's okay, because I'd rather take a chip than an actual hit at 5 ciphers, you know. And because it's 5 ciphers, I took away my B so I don't waste all of them this early, and here I dropped down the pallet to force her to either walk around or break it, because either way it's gonna give me distance. Here I used her little skill against her so that I can get more distance, and here she had to break down the pallet in order to get close to me, but it didn't do much since I still got far away with my bees. Right here, she she messed up her vine, which is understandable because her kit is very difficult to use. Here, I knew she was gonna go around, as most hunters know where you're going and will try and block you off. Here I threw down the pallet because I knew she would go down here next. That's all you need to do is read the hunter's movements. Almost got chipped there and almost got hit because she got too close. Ignore the flywheel because I thought she was gonna blink. Honestly, I had no clue what trait she had as she didn't use anything this entire time. Here I left my bees at the stairs so that she could waste time trying to get to me, but my dumb ass went down early instead of letting her get more into my bees. Okay, here I left my bees over there for some reason because she didn't even walk through them. And to make it worse, she somehow messed up her vine really bad. Like, I don't get how she messed it up that bad, but it's okay. Once again, I'm not gonna judge. That's not me. Kinda. And over here, I knew she was gonna walk around again, because you know that's what hunters do. They do that they tried to read you out, but I was reading her out too, so it didn't really work in her favor, because if a survivor is reading you out like way more than you are, then you're at more of a losing point. And I left my bees there hoping she would walk through. At this part, I made the mistake of leaving my last bees over there and letting her hit them, and I honestly should have took them away before she swung. So at this point, I'm just depending on my skillless ass to survive long enough, because you know I want it to be a full 5 cipher kite. I need that. And over here, she kind of messed up her vine. Well, she did mess up her vine. And I'm emoting because I already know we're gonna win at this point because the cipher is already primed. And the minute she finally gets her hit is when the ciphers pop, which makes me happy because we're winning. And here I thought she would blink again. Like she honestly looked like she was gonna blink, but she didn't. So I successfully went on the roller coaster safely and ran to the other gate because you know she's still over there. I'm not taking that chance. And here the hunter went after Gravekeeper since he was closer. And to top it all off, this was a 4-man escape because the Gravekeeper had all of his shovel, so this would be no issue for him. He had nothing to worry about. And the dungeon was over there. So yeah, I'd say this was a very good match. And honestly, it was my very first ranked match of the night to top it off. So, you know, I'm glad the first match of the day, of the night actually, was a 4-man escape. For this next match, I wasn't first kite. I was actually the last one after our amazing knight died, because he failed the battle. Anyways, this was against a sculptor, and if I'm being honest, I hate kiting sculptors. I didn't really have much of a plan. I was just planning as I go, because I can't make this chip. Like, see how I already got a chip? Okay, but at least here, and you know, every other time, I'm just trying to focus on her, trying to read her out. And here I took away my bees immediately to keep her from destroying them quickly, because I don't want that right now. I can't rock kite a sculptor, bro. I can't kite her in general. Did a double take at that pallet so she swing at it, and obviously she has a little bit of trauma. And honestly, I shouldn't have dropped that down, but like I said, I'm panicking, y'all. I'm literally panicking. She missed her blink because she blinked while my broken windows was in effect. That's one thing you don't want to do, is blink when they have broken windows, or at least wait till it wears off. I threw down the pallet hoping to get more distance, and I honestly did get more distance. Here I'm panicking a lot more because the cipher's almost primed, so I accidentally messed up a little bit, and I left my bees there and danced a little bit so that it would take her longer to get to me and take her longer to go down, which would give me more distance, and it did. And because the Norton came and supported me a little bit, I got even more distance, and it prevented her from throwing more statues earlier, which is good because, you know, every minute counts. Then I told them to pop because if she downed me with all of her statues, then I would have gotten hit immediately when it popped, and it would have been a loss. So that's good, and it's better to do it that way. Here, I was hoping that she would, you know, think I was gonna loop the tent again, but I actually just went the other way and went out through the front or the back. I don't know which part this is. And because I did that, it confused her a little bit somehow. I'm glad it did. So she went up the stairs thinking I was still up there, when in reality I wasn't. Threw down that, so she thought I was over there. And because she made this mistake and lost me, it gave Norton more time to open the gate and me more time to get to the other gate. But if I'm being honest, I was going to his gate because, you know, I had no clue where she was until I heard the teleport. And that's when I knew. I was like, oh, she's going over there. And the Nunter, the prospector's ping, helped me out to figure out where she was. But once again, thanks to all of those factors, this hunter losing me inside the tent and thinking I was there because of tinnitus, me tricking her a little bit somehow while transitioning further away, her wasting her skills, and everything, just all of that wasted all of her time and caused us to get a 3-man escape. So this was honestly a good match. Anyways, thank you for watching, detectives, and I hope to see you in another video. And thanks so much for participating in my little journey. Not participating, but watching, you know what I mean. And I hope you all have a good day.